Colonel, what do you want the audience to know about what you think happens next and the nature of this three-sided threat in terms of where this fits and what Israel has had to deal with before?
So first, great to have you, to be here with you, Chris. I would like to, with your permission, to start with sending my condolences to all the families who lost their loved ones in Israel, and of course, a quick and fast recovery for the injured civilians and my fellow soldiers. And of course, still hoping and praying for our 101 hostages coming back home from Gaza. To your question, I think the Middle East is so unpredictable that we need to take it step by step. We have a lot of work to do in Lebanon because Hezbollah, which is the proxy of Iran, everyone understands that at the moment, built for almost 2 decades, very extensive offensive structure on the border in order not to defend Lebanon, but in order to invade Israel and to basically take another October 7th, but on steroids, which obviously it's something that we couldn't allow ourselves. I mean, Israel cannot allow itself to have. And for 11 months already, 60,000 citizens are not in their houses, not in their homes, being refugees in their own land. So we need to take it step by step, take the capabilities from Hezbollah one by one, and this is something we need to focus on at the moment.
Do you believe that the conflict with Iran gets more kinetic, Colonel? Do you believe that there's more aggression from Israel towards Iran, or is this one and done?
Well, I think Iran has been aggressive for a lot of years. It's not something new, unfortunately. And Israel cannot afford itself to stand by and wait for Iran to choose what to do or what not to do. We have a duty to protect our people, and we will keep on doing it. I think Iran already understands. Iran and other organizations, terror organizations, understand that Israel, well, has the capability to strike wherever, whenever, and however we will choose. And we should keep that in mind.
Robert, last night, the two vice presidential candidates did not want to touch what U.S. should do in terms of defining what it means to support your ally of Israel. What do you think the decision chain is for the United States going forward?
Well, I mean, first of all, the regional war has started, Chris. This missile attack on Tel Aviv has to be answered by Israel. It's not going to pass. The question is, what is Israel going to hit? It could decapitate the regime, possibly. Israeli intelligence on Iran is like none other. It could take out the oil facilities. It could hit the nuclear facilities. It could make, an attack that's symbolic on a base. So it's really in Israel's corner what they're going to do. If they take out the oil facilities in Iran, my opinion has been that the Iranians will respond by taking out Gulf oil facilities. They've targeted them. They've got a lot of missiles. They can swarm them. Now, Israel's biggest problem right now is Hezbollah. It has a very flexible leadership. And if you're in the IDF right now, you're thinking, how far north do I have to go? The Litani, I don't think is going to be far enough, because Hezbollah is spread out in Beirut. I've lived there for many, many years, and I know they're even in the Christian areas. And they're certainly in West Beirut, and they're all up and down the Bekaa. This is a guerrilla organization at heart. They know how to go underground. And if they retreat into the Bekaa, in the Western Bekaa, and start firing missiles at Israel, they're just going to have to go in. I mean, I agree this is an existential threat to Israel. And I totally agree that it's unpredictable what's going to happen next.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.